Hey guys, it's Ta. Welcome back. So today, like I said in my last video, I would show you how to make Mickey ears. These are my Halloween themed ones with a fabric bow. Today I'm going to do a pair of fall ones. So you will need a headband. I like the 1 inch. This is I believe Goodies, and it's already lined and it's got like this thing right here where it stays on your head a little bit better. I do have plastic ones. I've yet to attempt to cover them in fabric myself, but that'll be another day for me. You need a ruler to measure your fabric for your bow. You need the template for the ear pieces. I will link this down below. It's just a Google file I found online. You will need fabric for your ears. You will need fabric for the bow. You need scissors, glue gun, which is already plugged in, piece of cardboard. This is just part of a Walmart box I'm using. Marker to trace, stuffing to put on the inside of your ears, and then if you notice here it has the little embellishment there. You need something for that, so I have different colors, but today I'm going to use this orange rope to put around my ears. So that is all your supplies, so let's get started. Okay, so the pattern, the template for the ears comes with 3 pieces, but you only need 2 of them. You need the ear sewing line and the ear cutting line. I'm not sure if y'all can read that. So what you're going to do is take the ear sewing line and you're going to trace out 4 of them onto your cardboard and cut them out. Once you get all 4 drawn on your board, cut them out with scissors, and depending on how thick your cardboard is, you might need an X-Acto knife. Totally up to you. Once you get your cardboard cut out, you want to pick 2 that are going to be placed together, line them up point to point, and make sure there's no jagged edges. Everything is even because they're going to have to be glued together for the actual ear piece. So just trim them up if they are a little jagged like mine. And then once you do that, you can set them aside and move on to the fabric. So you want to take your fabric out. This is just a fat quarter from Walmart, 97 cents. Tons to choose from. And if you wait till after holidays, you can get some for the next year for even cheaper. I want to say I got Halloween last year for 2 cents for a fat quarter. So keep your eyes peeled. Also, I like to go through their scrap remnants that they sometimes sell. I got some Disney print the other day for 38 cents. It was great. So you want to lay it out. And then, being this one's all leaves, it's fine. But if it was a, excuse me, another material that had more images to it, where you'd want a specific thing, like I have one print that has turkeys, pumpkins, and basically all things Thanksgiving related, I would center out that area and make sure that turkey was on the front. So this one you're going to use your ear cutting line, and you just, again, you're going to put it on your fabric however you want it. You're going to trace out 4 of these, but instead of tracing the bottom part right here, just leave a little bit extra because you're going to have to fold it over once you stuff it. So, like I say, just trace the outside, stop here, and just cut a little bit so you can have enough to fold up. So, let's get that done. Now that all 4 are traced out, I will cut them out. Now that all 4 pieces are cut, take one piece along with one of your cord boards. You're just going to place it towards the bottom in the middle where your two ends meet the ending lines of what you traced. And you want to kind of have it evenly around so that you don't have too much fabric on one side and not the other. And all we're going to do is simply take the glue gun, excuse me, you're going to put some glue, then you're just going to fold up the edge. Try not to burn yourself, it is hot. And I get glue everywhere. And you're just going to glue it all the way around on all four ears, all four pieces of the ear, should I say. And if it's not too pretty, it's okay, because like I say, this will be sandwiched in the middle of the two pieces. So when you get all of those done, we'll move to the next step. Now that you have your ears glued, your fabric glued to your cardboard ears, now it's time to stuff them. Take your fill. Normally I use the polyfiber fill. I read somewheres that if you use the silk, it stays puffier longer. So I'm testing that theory now. This is a silk one. And what you want to do is push it in with one finger along the edges. Get it as poofy as you would like. You could do a little poof, you could do a lot of poof, or you could do no poof. You would just, instead of gluing around like I did, around just the edges, you would just glue the whole thing flat to the cardboard. But it's up to you if you want them fluffy or not. And just stick it in there. Alright, and once you get that ear stuffed as much as you would like, then you're going to basically fold this flap over and glue it down to close it to keep your stuffing on the inside. So you just run a bead of glue across the bottom, not too much in the middle, because you want the cardboard to stick to the other cardboard when it's time to glue them together. So what I like to do is glue the bottom, let it stick, and once it's completely stuck, as much as I need it to, I will trim off this excess fabric so that I don't have to worry about the fabric getting in the way of the cardboards gluing together. You just trim it off. And there's one side of your first ear, and you repeat with the other three. Okay, once you got them all stuffed, you just take the back of one and apply some glue around the edges and fill it in the middle a little bit. And then all you're going to do is line up the two pieces and squeeze it. Make sure it is fully intact. Now it's time to glue it to the headband. And you can either eyeball it and put them there, or if you have a pair of other ears you've done, or this one is from Disney Parks for the Christmas collection. What I like to do is lay it down, put my headband, and match the ears up. And then, one at a time, apply glue to the bottom. Then all you're gonna do, you can use the table as a guide or your work surface, and just press it to it. Hold it for a few seconds. A little pressure. And now it's on. Now we can put the other one on. About right there. Now that you have your ears glued on, you can take your, whatever you're going to use to basically hide the seam of the two ears going together. Okay, change of plans. Got to use this one. You simply just start at the bottom with your embellishment, and you're going to measure it around and cut off where it stops. And then you're just going to take some glue, put it in the seam here, and glue your embellishment down. And then repeat the process on the other ear. Now your ears have the embellishment. You can stop here if you like the look, or you can continue watching and make a fabric bow for it. Unfortunately, this was not the edging I wanted. The one I wanted was the orange rope I had showed y'all. Every time I cut it, it came unraveled, and yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So put the ears to the side. You're gonna take your bow material, and I'm gonna use this orange because that's what I had planned on using anyway. You can iron it if you like. It works either way if you don't. And today I'm gonna make a 6-inch bow, which you're gonna need 13 by 9-inch material. But if you'd like a smaller bow, you can follow the same steps. And the 5-inch bow is 11 by 8. And you can kind of figure out the in-between sizes by going down or up a little bit, and you can make whichever size you prefer. So let's do 13, 12, might have to go the 9-inch. So 9 inches by 12, 13. And then you're just going to cut that out, and then you're going to need a strip, a very small strip for the center of the bow, and you can probably do maybe like a 2 by 1 inch. That might even be a little bit too big, but like I say, it's just a small scrap that you can wrap around the bow itself. So let's cut it out. So now we have a small piece and a larger piece. You simply, you're gonna fold it, get all these edges. It's gonna be glued so you won't have all these rough edges. You're gonna take your fabric and you're gonna fold it a little over half. Long ways this way. You put a little glue, it'll hold it there. Not much, just a little. And then you take this one and you pretty much meet it. You can go a little bit over, it's fine. And I glue that as well. Don't need much glue at all, because the more glue you put, then you'll feel the harder chunks when you try to make the actual bow. Then I like to glue this flap shut on this side. And then to get rid of all the straggly, you can cut it, but to me it always seems to come back. So I just put a little bead of glue across it and just fold it over so that when I get to the next part, it's a little bit easier to work with. Same thing on this side. And then glue across here. Ow, burn myself. Okay, put glue on the end. Fold it to the center, press it down, repeat on the other side. This one you bring it to the center and push. Now you have a rectangle fabric piece to work with. Once your glue is dried, now you can accordion fold the fabric. Like so. Then once you get it in your hand, you can run a little bit of glue to hold it so it's easier to work with in the seam area. Just a little, it doesn't take a lot. Get the front done. And then you can do the same thing on the back to give it that extra stability. Hold it down, let it dry. It is hot through the fabric. Watch your fingers. And then your smaller piece, you can also glue the sides in to make it a little bit nicer to work with. Same way, you just run that small bead of hot glue, fold it, to the center, and then repeat on the other side. Fold this side also. Ow. And then you can trim the edge. You're left with like a little tube piece. And you take your bow and you're just going to glue it around. If you can get the glue off your fingers. Okay. Let's put a little bit on top. And basically match your seam on that side. I'm gonna have to edit all this shit out. Now you have your fabric bow. Mine's not 100% straight because I did burn myself, and yeah, no excuses, but I'll get the next one straight. And you take your ears back and you're just going to want to put some glue on the bow, put it in the center, and just glue it down. Like so. And there you have it, guys. A pair of Mickey ears. Not too hard, and the more you make them, the better you get. These aren't too bad. This is my third pair. Not bad for just beginning. Sorry guys, I just realized I didn't even sign off. I basically just turned the camera off last night whenever I made those ears. But I wanted to say, I hope you guys liked the video on how to make ears. If you would like, when you do make a pair, you can tag me on Instagram. I'll link that in the comments below. Also, the file you need to do the ears itself will be linked in the comments down below. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Please like and subscribe. Stick around to see more. Bye, guys.